Most people think they're doing just fine. They wake up, they scroll, they go to work, they come home, they watch something, they sleep, and they call it a life. But here's what nobody's going to say to your face. That routine isn't peace. That's decay. The quiet life doesn't feel dangerous. That's exactly what makes it the most dangerous thing you'll ever choose. It doesn't break you overnight. It doesn't scream at you. It doesn't show up with a warning. It just sits with you, comfortable, patient, and slowly, so slowly you won't even notice. It takes everything. You're not suffering right now. You're not in pain. You're just numb. And I need you to understand something. Numbness is not the absence of a problem. Numbness is the problem. Because suffering wakes people up. Suffering forces a decision. But numbness? Numbness lets you sleep straight through your own destruction with a smile on your face. Think about the last 6 months of your life. What changed? What did you build? What did you do that genuinely scared you? If you're sitting there struggling to answer that, this video is for you. I'm going to show you 4 ways the quiet, comfortable life is systematically destroying you. Not dramatically, not all at once, but piece by piece, in the places you're not even looking. Point 1. Comfort is killing your drive. Chemically, your brain doesn't know the difference between safe and stuck. When you stop challenging yourself, when every day looks exactly like the day before, your brain starts reducing its dopamine baseline. Dopamine isn't just the pleasure chemical. It's your hunger, your drive, your reason to get up and want something. A study published in Nature Neuroscience confirmed that without novelty and challenge, dopamine receptors literally shrink. You feel less. You want less. You become less, and your brain is the one pulling the trigger. Think about the last time you did something that actually scared you. Remember how alive you felt after? That electric, almost painful feeling of having done something real? That's your brain operating at full capacity. Now think about last Tuesday. What did you do that scared you? Nothing? That's not a safe life. That's a slowly dying one. Point 2. Your identity is disappearing in silence. Here's the part nobody talks about. When you stop growing, you don't just stay the same. You start shrinking even if nobody around you can see it yet. Psychologist Carol Dweck spent decades studying identity and growth. Her research shows that human beings require progressive challenge to maintain a stable sense of self. Without it, identity doesn't pause, it deteriorates. And quietly, without any dramatic moment, you start to hate who you've become. Not loudly, not in a way you can point to, just a persistent, low-level hatred that shows up every time you look in the mirror a little too long. Every time an old photo reminds you of someone you used to be, someone who had fire, someone who wanted things. Most men don't fall apart dramatically. They just fade. They stop having strong opinions. They stop having plans. They stop having enemies because they've stopped standing for anything. And one day they realize the person they were is completely gone. No funeral. No announcement. Just gone. Wait, before I keep going, I need you to hear this next part carefully. Because what I'm about to tell you is the exact reason most people see the quiet life destroying them, and still can't leave it. Point 3. Safety is the most addictive drug you'll ever take. The quiet life feels good. That's the whole trap. Your nervous system is literally wired to seek predictability. Every time uncertainty shows up, your brain's fear center fires. Discomfort triggers it. Risk triggers it. Doing something new triggers it. And comfort silences that alarm completely. Your brain rewards you with calm for doing absolutely nothing. It is neurological addiction. And like every addiction, the dose keeps increasing. You need more comfort to feel the same safety. This is why people stay in jobs they hate for 10 years. Why they stay in relationships that stopped growing 3 years ago. Why they pick up the phone instead of picking up the thing they actually wanted to build. The pain of staying is quiet. The pain of leaving is loud. So they stay. And every year that passes, leaving gets harder. Not because their life got better, but because they got used to the cage. Point 4, the time. You'll never get it back. This is the one that actually costs you everything. Harvard researcher Daniel Gilbert spent years studying human regret. His findings are brutal. We are catastrophically bad at predicting what will hurt us most. We consistently overestimate how painful it'll be to take the risk. And we almost completely fail to feel, in advance, the weight of all the years we spent doing nothing. The people who look back at their lives don't regret what they tried and failed at. They regret the version of themselves they never became. There is a version of you, right now, who made one different decision 2 years ago, who said yes to the uncomfortable thing, who refused the quiet, easy, safe road. And that version of you is unrecognizable. Not because he worked himself to death, not because he had more talent, but because he refused to disappear. It will just be there. Every morning when you wake up with that hollow feeling you can't name. Every night when you lie in bed knowing the day added nothing. Every year that feels exactly like the last one. So tell me in the comments, what's the one thing you've been putting off because it felt uncomfortable? Not because you can't do it, but because the quiet life made staying feel safer than starting. And if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? The quiet life?